Hey guys, I wanted to talk about these Canon 50mm 1.8, 1.4. They make a 1.2 version too, but that's totally out of my league. I don't have a budget of $1,400 to get that lens. What I do have is $110 for this, $340 for this. This fluctuates in price, but I got it for $340. I just looked today and the lowest I could find was $400, so I see a lot of fluctuation in that prices. This one has a 1.8 f-stop and this one has a 1.4 f-stop, which means this one will let you in more light versus this one, so you could use a faster shutter speed so your image won't be blurry. You could take it indoors without flash. Both of these do a good job with it, but what does 1.4 and 1.8 give you? That's a 1.8 but 4. I don't know if you could tell the difference, but just looking at it, for me, I could see this, that it is a bigger opening. Construction wise, you're looking at total plastic. You know, these are referred to as nifty 50 or fantastic plastic. So total plastic construction, very hollow sound. This one has a metal ring, very durable, very heavy. This one is a 0.6 ounce or 130 grams, and this is a 10.2 ounce, which is over double the weight of this one. So you're talking about a very sturdy construction here. This one has 5 blades, this one have 8 blades, which makes bokeh for this one a much more rounded circle versus something that's going to give you 5 blade circle in the background. If you have things in focus and lights, if you want to take like Christmas lights or something that are in the background and it's blurred out, you're going to get more circular compared to this one. So I think the minimum for the 1.8 is about 16 inches from the subject before it could focus, while the 1.4 is about 13 inches from the subject. Alright, I'm going to test the focus speed of the 1.4. This is at infinity right now, and I'm going to start the start time at the same time as I press the shutter button, and it's going to autofocus and then takes the time in which how long it takes to shoot. We're going to do this a couple of times and I'm going to give you the average. So let's see the results. It's saying on the average I was getting 0.4. That's another 0.4, 0.5, 0.4. So I say 0.4, 0.5 is how long it takes to from infinity to about, I say, a foot. 0.5. On the average I was getting 0.5, and not too far off from each other focusing. So 0.4 and 0.5 of a second to focus from infinity down to 13 inches for the 1.4 and 16 inches for 1.8. opening of this right here, where if you were going to buy a UV filter, this is a 58 millimeter, this is a 52 millimeter. So there is a difference on the, if you could see, height wise there's a big difference. The other things that I wanted to point out is the way this thing focuses. If you can see, very small little focus ring compared to this one where the focus ring is right here. Much easier to focus if you're doing close-up shots or anything that requires manual focus. This is a lot easier to use, especially if you have a lens hood on. It's almost impossible with this one. This one back here, so it doesn't affect it at all. The other significant thing is, even though it says 1.8, 1.4, doesn't mean that you should shoot at that f-stop. If you do open it to max, you don't get a very sharp picture. Kind of soft at the corner and on the edges and everything like that. So this one, it's recommended that you should shoot around 2.0. This one is recommended at 2.8. So even though whatever it says here, you could try shooting at that, but you won't get the sharpest image. 2.0 I found to be very sharp, which is actually very good. 2.8 still a little bit soft, but still great pictures at that. So what should you get? Really up to your budget. What can you afford? This is really not mine, this is my brother. He bought it first. I tried it out. I said, wow, that's great. You know, I was shooting pictures indoor without flash. I said, well, let me get the 1.4 because I could afford it. Something that I'm gonna keep for probably, regardless how many different bodies that I have. I was still gonna keep this for probably 10-15 years. So I said, go ahead, invest $240 more, and you get a very nice, sturdy lens that is very compact, that you can put on your Canon and not have it too intrusive in your bag. And I do a lot of traveling, so sometimes I don't want to take two lenses. I would go ahead and just carry this lens. It's amazing how sharp this thing is at f8. I put it at f8, I do studio shots, I do portraits, and you could just see the pores on people. It's just amazing. Super sharp. Same as here. So, you know, again, up to your budget. If this is all you can afford, don't hesitate to get it, right? Stay tuned for a couple more videos on this comparison between the 50mm 1.4 and 1.5. Click the like button if this helped you. Subscribe so I know that there's people watching and getting something from this video. Thanks for watching, guys.